Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Diggs here for the Pro Wrestling Show. Money in the Bank is almost here, and this year, chaos is real. Celebs, champions, and the future of WWE all on the line, and we got predictions that might just shock you. We'll get to it coming up here on the Money in the Bank Predict the Outcome special. Coming here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Money in the Bank Predict the Outcome special. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. So, like we said, we're gonna get things started with the Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank Predict the Outcome special. Well, let's not waste no time whatsoever. We're gonna kick things off here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Well, a lot. We're gonna talk about this right here in a minute, but we're gonna get things started with the men's Money in the Bank. The men's Money in the Bank. We get highlighting the men's. We just showed it right here. These 6 competitors will compete for a shot at winning the Money in the Bank briefcase right here. You see LA Knight, you see Penta, you see Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins, and El Gran Americano. All 6 men had to qualify in their own respective matches. It was 6 matches. We get started with LA Knight. Look at right here, LA Knight right here. LA Knight had to qualify against Aleister Black and Shinsuke Nakamura. And LA Knight did his thing. LA Knight qualified for a shot, an opportunity right here, winning over Shinsuke and Aleister Black. So LA Knight punching his ticket into Money in the Bank as well. So LA Knight, no stranger. And I think Aleister Black kind of remind LA this past Friday on SmackDown that he owed him one or something like that, something of that nature and stuff like that. With LA Knight owe him one and stuff. Well, we get to more qualifying as well. Solo Sikoa qualified too. Solo Sikoa, we can show a picture of him. Solo qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match as well. Solo went against big heavy hitters as well. You kind of think too what Solo was trying to do with Andrade, Jacob Fatu, and Carmelo this past Friday on SmackDown. Solo really didn't want who to win, and I think this could have been the caveat right there. Solo probably knew that if he knew that his cousin was going to end this thing, it was going to be trouble for him. His chances of winning that briefcase was going to be slim to chance and stuff. Solo did not point that out as well. Well, it was more Money in the Bank qualifying. Penta qualified as well. Penta, we told you about Penta won. Penta won over that as well as Seth Rollins won too. Seth Rollins won, but this past Monday on Raw was the site that we kind of saw on Raw as we saw CM Punk, AJ Styles, and El Grande Americano. I did not think El Grande Americano was going to win, but I was shocked that El Grande Americano won and pinned AJ Styles. It was kind of looking like, what is going on? LA Grande Americano win? What is really going on? For real. Well, El Grande Americano could open the spot, and like we told you, there's a lot of match factors. Solo, Jacob Fatu, with their issues going on, cousins feuding, and like we said, the issues are brewing, and we told you that, and how all that's going to play out eventually. Well, you want to know who I'm going to pick to win this match right here is going to be the match of the night. 6 men competing for opportunity for the WWE All the World Heavyweight Championship. And like I said, this is the 6 men that's going to compete. Do LA Knight needs it? LA Knight needs it more than the most. Penta, he really don't need it. Andrade coming back. He's going to be doing like high-flying moves and maneuvers. Solo coming in. We don't know if Solo is going to rely on Jacob to help him get what he needs to be. So that's the question that everyone wants to know. Everybody should know as well. But like I said, my money is going to be on the megastar. Like I said, now for the men's Money in the Bank, this one, like I said, is crowded. But I'm picking LA Knight. Yeah. The crowd's behind him, and the WWE knows it. It's time. LA Knight should win this Mr. Money in the Bank ladder match. LA Knight should be the overall victor. And we'll see if WWE is going to pull the trigger with LA Knight and stuff like that. So let's hope and pray LA Knight gets this opportunity and win the briefcase. And like I said, LA Knight, like we said, we're going to type in a prediction right quick. If we can type it in right quick. LA Knight deserves this victory. LA Knight, like I said, LA Knight, he's been on a drought as of late. And like I said, the drought has been good for him. But like I said, LA Knight, I'm going with LA Knight. And let's hope LA Knight gets the victory that he so richly deserves. Let's put that right back on there, right here. Prediction: LA Knight winning the men's Money in the Bank, and LA Knight becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. And hopefully WWE will be smart to utilize him down the road. LA Knight winning Mr. Money in the Bank, and we'll see if LA Knight will do so coming up. Well, we go from the men's to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match right here. This is the women's Money in the Bank. And like I said, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is that 6 women competed for an opportunity of a lifetime to win, to earn themselves in these matches and stuff. This is the matches that some of these 6 tremendous women had to go through. Okay, we show right there these women's Money in the Bank, like that, 6 women right here. We start off with this right here, Alexa Bliss winning her match. Alexa Bliss using Twisted Bliss, the pin. I forgot who she pinned, but she did. Alexa Bliss earned herself into the running of the match as well. So Alexa Bliss qualifying as well as more qualifying matches. Naomi had to qualify against Jade Cargill, former nemesis and family member Nia Jax. And Naomi picks up the victory herself. Naomi had to go through a lot. Naomi still in the head of Bianca Belair, and a lot of Naomi won her Money in the Bank qualifying match. I wouldn't be shocked if Naomi do something crazy, but also too Stephanie Vicquer, this past Monday on Raw, entered herself, leaving NXT and dropping the championship to JC Jane, which that was crazy. JC Jane now the new NXT Women's Champion. That's another story from there. But Stephanie Vicquer won her match tonight. And Stephanie Vicquer getting herself in the mix as well. But she met Rhea Ripley as well. Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vicquer, no strangers to each other. I guess they had their first encounter. Rhea Ripley had to qualify as well. So Rhea Ripley knows a thing or two about qualifying these matches as well. So Rhea Ripley, getting herself in the mix, and Roxanne Perez as well qualified too. So a lot of women qualifying for this women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like we said, it's gonna be a crowded field, but these 6 women right here, like we said, Stephanie Victoria, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is the veteran of these matches. Alexa Bliss won it twice, and then won Money in the Bank a couple of years ago. She cashed in on Nia Jax to win the women's championship. Roxanne Perez, Naomi been a veteran in these matches as well. Rhea Ripley has been a veteran. Julia. So you're going to see new blood in these women's Money in the Bank ladder matches, and which one of these women going to win. But you want to know what my prediction is going to be. Who's going to leave out the women's Money in the Bank winner? And on the women's side, I have to say that, I mean, you got to look at it from all that. Naomi, she's back. She's hot. And the Money in the Bank briefcase could launch her to right into the top spot again. So my prediction is Naomi. Naomi will win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Naomi will do so. Who never knows? She probably might cash in on Tiffany Stratton because her championship predictions are not coming through. So look for Naomi to be the one to not cash in, but win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and go on to perhaps cash in on Tiffany Stratton when Tiffany Stratton don't least suspect it. All right, we go to another match right here. The Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. As you see right here, Becky Lynch takes on Liv Valkyria. Becky Lynch versus Liv Valkyria. Becky Lynch and Liv Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This all states back to Backlash. You remember at Backlash, Becky Lynch and Liv Valkyria had that fantastic instant classic match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Liv Valkyria won that night, rolling up Becky to get the win. Becky Lynch did not expect that. Becky Lynch kind of a little bit perturbed on what went down and stuff. I think Becky Lynch making it seem like she should have been the one to break down Lyra's reign as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Well, like I said, this feud has escalated. Becky Lynch even a little bit mad, upset, perturbed on the situation that she should be the Women's Intercontinental Champion. She'll do what she has to do to defeat Lyra, and this rivalry will intensify even more. It even got started right here with Becky pointing out to Lyra that, hey, I want a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. What do I have to do to get the shot again? Becky, Lyra said, you pin me, I'll raise your hand and say you're the better woman. And that's where we came to this conclusion. And Becky Lynch, if she loses the Women's Intercontinental, if she loses this opportunity, she will never go for the Women's Intercontinental Championship again. It will end with Lyra. But I think they're going to continue this storyline momentum and stuff between Becky Lynch and Lyra, because, I mean, the feud is so good, it's intense as it is. That's why we have that situation. Look for, like I said, the man Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This match right here will probably be still in the show. And don't sleep on the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky gets it done. Unfortunately, Becky Lynch will get it done. And big time Bex. Becky Lynch. Big time Bex. Big time Bex. Becky Lynch will Becky Lynch will get it done. The big match Bex. Always money on big nights. So my prediction, Becky Lynch will win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Unfortunately for Liv Valkyria, she will have to raise the hand of Becky Lynch as the better woman in that situation. So look for Becky Lynch to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship for the first time. And probably Lara and Becky will have their rematch at SummerSlam for the Women's Intercontinental Championship again. Well, we get to the main event right here. This is the main event. And this is the main event. If we could the main event. If we get to the main event. Okay, the main event. If we get that graphic out right, there you go. The main event right here. WWE Champion John Cena will team up right here as we predicted. WWE Champion John Cena and Logan Paul. They will like I said, I'm talking Logan Cena, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, 2 Money in the Bank briefcases, just waiting to flip the script on the whole locker room. Like I said, let's start with this wild tag team match between John Cena and Logan Paul teaming up. But I'm calling it now. But like I said before, I call it now. Let's look back at it right here. Now, with what's his name right here? John Cena, Logan Paul. All this match got started was at Saturday night's main event. And remember that Saturday night's main event? And Saturday night main event was that situation. Was that like I said, John Cena won his match against R-Truth. John Cena defended R-Truth in a match, and we didn't see that coming up as well. John Cena, R-Truth. And we saw the confrontation between John Cena, the WWE champion, and Jey Uso, the world champion. John Cena and Jey Uso had harsh words. Cena and Uso now at each other's throats. I think Cena was trying to tell Jey Uso that he's going to ruin wrestling. And he said if Logan Paul becomes the world champion, wrestling will be ruined. And wrestling, unfortunately, was not ruined. John Cena won his match. And then John Cena later on that night came out of nowhere and attacked Jey Uso, being down the world champion, the WWE champion, attacking the world champion after Jey Uso successfully defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes came out there out of nowhere and helped save Jey. Jey took advantage of the situation. Jey defeated Logan Paul to retain the world title, as well as this Cody giving John Cena the crossroads, sending John Cena his way, attacking Cena and making Cena fight. And John Cena did fight. It just wasn't enough. And then the match was officially made between John Cena teaming up with Logan Paul to take on the team of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. 2 world champions in one night, in one match. Unprecedented. It's going to happen. And that match will build up. But also, too, in the back, Jay's back, he's got to defend the World Heavyweight Championship the next 2 nights against whoever. I guess if he safely cashes in, him or Cena, you got to wonder what's going to go down with that. But like we said, Money in the Bank is going to be that way. So Gunther waiting to whoever he's going to meet coming up. So there's a lot of moving parts in this Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. So, like I said, but I'm calling it now. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes will walk out with the win. And why? Because Cody needs that momentum and Jay's due for redemption. So Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso will win their match over John Cena and Logan Paul. We'll see. And probably this will set up a match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, probably at Night of Champions, or perhaps they might just do 3 man. They might do the first one at Night of Champions and then do the third and final one at SummerSlam. If that be the case, but Logan Paul just there as a celebrity add-in and stuff like that. So we see that. But like I said, Cody Rhodes and Cody Rhodes and and Jay Uso, they needed. So look for Cody and Jay to win their match, the tag team match as well. So coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right. Like we said, I want to know, like I said, I want your picks. Who's winning the briefcase? Who's getting swerved? Drop predictions in the comments. Let's talk Money in the Bank. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, saying so long, we'll see you at Money in the Bank. We'll have the Money in the Bank review show immediately following Money in the Bank. So, we'll see you then. See you later and happy wrestling.